Thanks for coming, Butterfly. Oh, I've been looking forward to this catch-up for a long time. Please, take a seat. How are you? How have you been settling in? Oh, that's so good to hear. How did the visit with the artist Sophia go? I know there are about 10 humans who attended the event. I know the chances are slim that you'd have known any of them, but I hope you were able to make friends with some of them. And it's such a strange situation for you all to be in, and it must be awful for anyone who felt alone when it all happened. Ah, I'm really glad it went so well for you all. Sounds even better than I'd hoped it would be. Was there anything that reminded you of home? Like any of her paintings strike a chord with you? Oh, there was. Well, which one was that? It looked familiar. You don't think you've seen it anywhere before either? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Sophia's lovely, isn't she? I knew you'd all enjoy spending some time with her and her work. Did she mention anything unusual or coincidental? Well, I mean, like, did she mention any dreams or paintings she'd had that sounded similar to your own journey here? I thought there might be. Sophia has a very sort of, how do I put this, psychic side to her that she talks very little about. But as her friend, I spot it sometimes, even when she hasn't realised she's doing it herself. I wondered if she had any paintings that resembled anything of your own experiences, or anything else that crops up that you recognise or has a familiarity about it. For example, one of the other humans mentioned a painting Sophia had created that had clouds lit with purple lights, and more lights that drew symbols in the sky. The humans said they'd seen clouds like that, and that they'd dreamt or astral travelled to a place that had lights in the sky doing some kind of writing. So much so that they've been trying to figure out where that place would have been ever since. Well, there's nothing like it here that I'm aware of, but if you hear anything, please let me know. Sophia thinks it's possible we may find them now that the walls have disappeared. I wish my parents were still here. I'm sorry, ignore me, I was just thinking aloud. I lost my parents a long time ago. An accident killed them both. Thanks. It was a drone, and a case of mistaken identity. That was the official line the authorities investigating concluded. You see, the thing is, my parents had been the authorities up until that point. Now they're gone, and I'm sorry, this isn't fair. You have enough to deal with. I mean, your family are on another planet, and you're away from everything you've ever known. And the last thing you need are my added extras. No, it's okay. There's nothing more to say about my parents anyway, and nothing that's going to make a difference to anything. I don't have any other family. My friends are the closest thing I have to family. It's why I'm probably a little overprotective of them, you know? Especially Sophia, who has such unusual talents, and I don't know, I feel like she's vulnerable because of the... Anyway, thank you for taking your time out to go and see Sophia. There were some interesting findings from another visitor, a memory recall that may help once we put the pieces together. It'd be interesting to see. They dreamt something similar to one of the paintings, or thought they had. By the time they'd finished talking about it, they weren't sure if they'd actually been there before, but couldn't think how. There seemed to be an awful lot of coincidences happening at the moment, even with the memory loss that many humans have been working to get back. The cracks are appearing at least, which is a good sign. And thank you again, truly. I haven't been able to talk about my parents for a long time. I haven't been able to accept they're really gone. And the way they're gone, it has been very hard. There's a huge hole in Sophenion without them. They were well liked and respected. It's been left to me to represent the way they would have, and I don't think I'll ever do them justice. Carla Demanto! Not doing them justice? Are you kidding me? Dina, how lovely to see you. I haven't got time to stop. I'm on my way to work, but I had to say hi and caught the end of your nonsense. I know for a fact, as does everyone else, that your parents could not have been more proud of you, just like the rest of us are for the way you have handled absolutely everything. And I don't think anyone could have handled things as well as you have when the walls came down and the humans appeared. Hi, by the way. Nice to meet you. Dina, long-time friend. I'm very late for work. Definitely no time for Carla's self-doubting. Catch you later. Be good. Bye. Good grief. That little whirlwind was Dina. Her knack for appearing to give me a prod is almost as uncanny as Sophia's talents, and embarrassing, which I love. I owe her so much, and Sophia. They're the family I spoke of. I don't know how I'd have got through any of it without them. Very lucky to have them. I'm glad you've met them both, even if that was the briefest meet in history. So, self-doubt aside, I'm still thinking things through a bit at the moment. It's just an idea I've had. Are there any sports or kind of entertainments or games you'd like that we don't have here? I was thinking about doing a survey for the humans, and if you wouldn't mind, I'd really appreciate your help in putting one together if that would be possible. Or both for language and terminology. This is your home now, and I'd like to make sure you all have things available that will help you to relax that we may not have here yet. I know we're very similar in most ways. But I'm sure there's a lot we differ with, and I don't want to presume anything wrongly. That'd be really helpful, thank you. I'll call you later and we can figure out a time for you to come to my office at the Oval. It'll be easier there, I think. Oh, and I learned one of your customs. A kiss on the cheek. Is that right? May I? You're very soft. Your face, I mean. Your cheeks. Oh, okay. I'll call you later. Bye.